Welcome to Iceland, the land of ice and fire. Keen running enthusiasts gathered in the heart of Hveragerði, a wonderful small town located about a 30-minute drive from Reykjavik. Hveragerði is famous for its greenhouse farming, where locals grow flowers and vegetables all year round in geothermally heated greenhouses. The surrounding landscape and nature is spectacular, and the trails are simply breathtaking. That makes it ideal for the annual Salomon Trail Hengill Ultra. Hveragerði is to host the most epic trail running ultramarathon on its magnificent volcanic valleys and breathtaking canyons.
Welcome to Iceland, welcome to the 10th anniversary of Salomon Hengill Ultra Trail, running over the Hengill active volcano with hot springs and everything. I don't think there's anything in the world quite like this. This year we are exploding because we have about 1,400 participants. So last year we had 700, so it's growing like crazy, and there's a real excitement about this trail and about this competition, and I feel a really excitement around the world. So we are looking forward to make it grow and make it an even bigger competition next year.
But it's not only the majestic scenery and trails that makes Hengill Ultra a booming event, it's the philosophy behind the scenes as well.
It's a fantastically diverse trail. People are running here in a few hours. You feel like you run through maybe 5 different countries. But to me, especially, it's such an unbelievable feeling to make dreams of people of running such distances as 106 or even 100 miles, to be able to participate in making those dreams happen. It's really just, it's out of this world to see the people coming and finishing the races, and just to see that, you know, they have done something so extraordinary, and they've challenged themselves and conquered themselves really, and it's almost like getting, you know, on a natural high with them. So it's becoming quite contagious, I think.
Such a high-quality event requires serious preparation in order to deliver the best possible experience to all competitors, with no compromises. The most important is the safety of every single person, crucial when crossing the rough Icelandic terrain.
Challenge to coordinate a race like this. All these thousands of small things that have to come together. And that is a challenge. Get all the small details to fall into the puzzle at the right time. If you're able to do that, think about safety, think about natural protection, think about the happiness of the people, think about the runner, you're good. In this race, that is, it's not an easy race. We look at the safety first. And we do it in a lot of different ways. We have the drinking station with map that when you run over, we see your time there. We also have in the mountain where we don't have any internet connection, we have found out a way to use digital system to put in manually the number of people when they come through. So we know exactly, with a very short distance really between, we know where they are in the race. So if it's about safety, about the natural protection, we change the track or postpone it.
In this edition of the Salomon Trail Hengill Ultra, 1,400 runners will complete the Icelandic trails over a variety of racing distances, so anyone can compete in their preferred speciality. This event will offer high-level competition, ideal for every professional trail runner. Iceland's national trail running team would never miss this event, and Friðleifur Friðleifsson, the team's coach, knows intimately the intentions of the team.
The full ultramarathon is a big challenge in itself. It's a long distance endurance event. You have to prepare yourself quite thoroughly. A big part of ultramarathon is the mentality. And you have to prepare yourself for this kind of challenge, because definitely, you know, pushes you to the limits. Our goal for this race, especially for our national team, is to do well in the race and come out of it injury-free, but come out of it as well with more experience, so we can challenge the best trail runners in the world. Our biggest advantage with this kind of course is the variety of the terrain. It's both technical, it's steep in some areas, and all kinds of weather conditions, so it gives the runners different elements to deal with.
The longest of all the races, 160 and 106 kilometers, started with a technical safety briefing. And everything was set for an epic midnight sun Viking adventure. Fog, strong winds and rain won't stop anyone from overcoming their limits. Loops of 53 kilometers were repeated to complete the respective distance of each race. That way, athletes could be monitored more closely for their safety, and the fresh laps at the starting area can be the stage for the supporters to watch and support their favorites. Top professional ultramarathon athletes are giving their best in tough conditions, under which some could easily break. Everyone needs their own powerful motivation to stay focused. Runner Bustein Karasan knows that the motive can define winning or failure.
A huge part of my life. It really keeps me motivated, both in my professional and personal life. It's just become like an integrated part of my life. For me to be able to go and run 100 kilometers or 100 miles in Iceland, it's just, it is amazing. I mean, this sport was such a niche sport just, 10 years back. Very few people were doing mountain races, but now it has exploded. And I think that is in huge part because of events like this. I mean, you need the event to drive the popularity of the sport. Obviously, the landscape is amazing, and just sometimes you enter a location and your breath is just completely taken away by the sheer beauty of it all. And it just really gives you respect for the world and makes you want to be in harmony with nature. The harder the competition, the sweeter it is to finish the race. I mean, for me at the moment now, I'm actually expecting my first child, and when I will pass through the finish line tomorrow, we will actually know the sex of the child. So that will definitely be a huge carrot for me, and I don't think any conditions will keep me away from finishing to get to that reward.
The second day of the event concluded with races for everyone, with distances of 53, 26, 10 and 5 kilometers. Ideal for everyone from professionals to families and enthusiasts. For 2 days, the small town of Hveragerði transformed into a center of athletic celebration.
Yes, I really did enjoy this ultramarathon, 100 miles. It was my first one. But then I'm really tired afterwards. Everyone was so happy and cheering each other on. And yeah, you make really good friends running ultramarathons.
And this was a hard race because of the weather. A lot of rain and a wind in the highest point. But beautiful course, technical, some parts of it, I really liked it. And it suits me well to have it technical. Just the people, the environment, and this feeling to be on the starting point. To be excited, and of course to finish an ultra race, it's always a wonderful feeling.
Like I couldn't be happier. I mean, it was extremely challenging. The weather was not very favorable, but that also just makes it more sweeter to finish. But of course, it's always like meeting so many new people and sharing the experience with so many amazing runners, and I had a blast for sure, even though it was challenging at times.
Iceland's Hveragerði delivered a spectacular race, and the Salomon Trail Hengill Ultra once again offered an unforgettable experience to over 1,400 runners that they will never forget. Get ready for next year.